Friends, welcome back. It's Big Dano Plays Kingdom Death. We're in Lantern Year 27. We have 4 years to go. This year we're hunting a level 3 king with the express purpose and intent to try and get inside the actual Kingdom Death world that lives inside the king. Next year we'll have a level 3 showdown against Atlas, and we will try and defeat him this time. Last time I just ran away and killed all these people and just turned into a super survivor. Rah. And then in 29 we're going to have a crack at the Old Master. And in 30 we face the Godhand, and unfortunately for us the Godhand knows, which means there is no free round of swinging while he pumps up. He just goes full ham, ready to roll. Let's have a look over here. We've got 9 endeavours to spend, and I don't have any reason to keep them at this point. We purchased a few cards at the forum, so we've got Lucius, who's got Osteophage and Stone Skin. So the cards that we've got left, I just did it on here, potentially to purchase: Serial Code, Hissing Arms, Evermore, Dreamless Sleep. So Serial Code is probably the go for Lucius, and that is a cost of 2 Lumi, and that way if he dies, he does not die. So that seems fun. Serial Code. Lauren, we gave her nothing. She's our one who did turn into a gourmandist. Big Dano is coming out on this hunt, ready to rock. High Roller, Go Circa, Red Fist. And finally Venus with her Assassinator, and then Derek just plodding along. So it's some good survivors. They're not our best. Dano might be close to the best, you know how it is when you're playing yourself, or playing with yourself for that matter. Let's depart, friends. We get lots of survival. So what we might do is we might use some of our remaining endeavours. So Scarification's no good. War Room. So War Room. Oh, cool. We'll spend an endeavour to re-roll hunt event table results. We'll spend an endeavour for Shrine. We will spend an endeavour for Storytelling, or 2 endeavours. We will spend an endeavour for Death Paint on Battle Paint. We could add Drums. We don't need to do that one. Don't need to do those. So Trinitas. Albedo, Nigrido, Family, no. Death Pact, no. Paint, no. Symposium, Dialect, Clan of Death, Bed. Don't need Bed. We do have to do the Scout study. Sacrifice. Lose all your insanity. No. So what we'll do is we'll do a face painting roll for Battle Paint, so we successfully get it. So departing survivors gain 2 survival and 1 insanity. We'll do 2 for a story time. We get a 2, which is gain an understanding. So who do we want to do that on? Damien. Damien is already ageless. How good is that to get ageless at that point? Let's do Chia. She gains an understanding. Little Pud. Little Pud. And we'll spend another 2, so we're at 5 so far. She gains a 4, so all departing survivors gain +3 insanity. Our Shrine roll is a 1, so all departing survivors gain 1 insanity. War Room, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll do 1 more Storytelling on Chiapud. She rolls a 9. White Speaker. I don't know if White Speaker is that helpful to us at this point. That just gives us the blood skin and the little dagger. doesn't really help us. Shoulder, white speaker. The group must select a story. Story of the Forsaken. Story of the Goblin. That seems not great. So we'll give Tamika this to roll in the Story of the Young Hero and see what she rolls. She rolls a Lantern 10. I fucking love being me. Tamika. I shouldn't have done Cheerpud then. Should have definitely been Tamika. Gain 1 permanent accuracy, 1 permanent strength, 1 permanent evasion, 1 permanent luck, 1 permanent speed, and gain the Story of the Young Hero. You know what I was trying to get out of that roll? I was trying to get another understanding so that I could do a white speaker roll on Chia. We depart. Alright, so depart. So we gain 3 insanity. 1, 2, 3. We gain 2 survival. 1, 2, and 1 insanity. We can re-roll a hunt event, and I rolled a 1 on that, so it's 1 insanity. Very good, very good. So War Room will let us re-roll a hunt event. As always, we're doing this, just so I don't forget that. Our King hunt events. I'd like to see, I think one of these lets us start in Kingdom Death, so I'd like to see that if I can. That could be fun. And hey, if we face Bone Eaters in this one, that'll be okay too. Just not keen on facing Bone Eaters going into a fight that I don't feel confident on. Lucius, boom. Hear the silent hymn. If no one investigates, roll a random hunt event. I don't think we need to investigate that because there is no need for us to ambush the monster at this point. Doesn't get us much benefit. So we'll just roll a hunt event. 63. That is feat. We'll re-roll feat. Thanks, War Room. 91. The beginning. Each survivor gains 1 survival. Do we have a Dreamist? We do not. If a settlement has Saga, each survivor gains 1 courage. Derek achieved bold. Derek rolls a 1 on bold. If a settlement has storytelling, each survivor gains 1 understanding. Derek achieved insight. Derek rolls a 1 on insight. Derek, I've got to tell you, you remind me of Derek from The Good Place. I'm Derek. Reroll 1 hunt event result this hunt phase. Well, that's okay. And gain a speed token for the next showdown. Good one, Derek. We move to here. We roll another random hunt event. Assuming this flips and it is a random hunt event. It is a random hunt event. 53, we fucking flipped into Mask Maker again. What is happening in this campaign? Alright, well let's just roll dice and see what he wants to give us. Who is it? 1, 2, it's Lauren, blue. What can you give up, Lauren? You can give up the wisdom potion, I guess. Don't really want to, but Mask maker. Oh, you got a broken leg, you mug. Does sleeping on a bed fix a broken leg? I feel like for some reason it doesn't. 53, mask maker. Mask salesman. Alright, yeah, so it's not optional. We roll a 1, so we would lose all survival. Yeah, and then the mask that he's going to give us is the second mask on the list, which will probably be the cat mask. It's the Phoenix mask. Actually, do we have to pick him? The event revealer. So we have to take the Phoenix mask. Do we want to get rid of our Gambler's Lantern for luck instead? Oh, I don't like losing the Wisdom Potion. I'm not going to be able to remake the Wisdom Potion. I am going to be able to remake the Gambler's Lantern. So we'll trash the Gambler's Lantern, which is a very, very upsetting turn of events for Lauren and her broken leg. So she loses her luck. Boo, stupid mask maker. Next one is this one. Failed Labyrinth. This is Deno. Don't roll a 1, Deno. Oh, Lauren has reroll tokens. No, she doesn't have them yet because that's on arrival. Okay, Failed Labyrinth. All right, Deno, you are forced to investigate the fractal and you roll a 5. If you are not blind, gain a -1 accuracy token and reveal the first 3 hit locations on arrival. So he's got a -1 accuracy token. I'm going to put that out because that could be of benefit, and I'm going to put that on top of the hit location deck so I remember. Well, not a benefit, but yeah. Next one is that one. It's a dead warrior. We will not investigate. We will roll 93. That's lost survivor. That's nothing. We can move on from that one. Our Scouty flips unimaginable. If all survivors in this thing have 5 courage, we do not, but we definitely have enough understanding. Apparently Deno's got 10 understanding. I'm not sure how that happens, but there you go. So we're good. We do Overwhelming Darkness. We will start with Lucius. That's a 7, which is gain a -2 event damage to the arms. Boom. Lauren, a 2, which is gain a -1 accuracy token, so she's going to give that away. Deno rolls an 8, so he suffers 2 event damage to the arms, which means he's going to be able to give away his accuracy token as well to this champion. That's a 6, so everyone gains a survival. Is that relevant for anyone? Yes. Yes, and Derek rolls a Lantern 10. Derek gains the leader fighting art, but he will just gain a Lumi instead. Overwhelming Darkness is done. Another normal event. It's a random hunt event. And we flip ourselves a 62. Man, we're fucking getting close to feet. We can re-roll an event because of our bold. 62 is the space between the rocks. If any survivor has a pickaxe, I don't think we do. Alright, so Stragglers. Lucius rolls a 10. He's not a straggler. Lauren, she rolls a 5. Is she prepared? Deno is prepared, so Deno is most definitely not the straggler. Venus rolls an 8, and our scout rolls a 6. So Lauren, you are staring down and you have picked yourself up a disorder. You've picked up post-traumatic stress from staring into the darkness for too long. King event, we're going to do tuning and stuff at this point. King's Procession. All right, last time I just rolled an 8 and we ambushed the monster. I'll do that again. Cheerio. I wanted to start in Kingdom Death. I'm sure there's one of these that lets us start in Kingdom Death. Oof, that's bad. Ah. We need the master key or the portcullis key. Coolio. We're ambushing the king once again. Here he is. Boom, boom, boom. Here is this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Dano, you love ambushing. Lauren's in blue. Lucius is in green. Dano is in red. Venus is in white. Venus has been a star. And our scout is in black. Okay. So, there's no extra terrain cards, there's nothing, and that's it. So, at the start of the showdown, I have to do this card, Failed Labyrinth. So, first of all, we'll shuffle the AI deck. So Deno discarded his -1 accuracy token, and we can look at the first 3 hit locations on arrival. So that's shuffled. Oh, you get to nominate a survivor to do that. Important to check that it's not just the event revealer. All right, 1, 2, 3. The Big Bang is on 3rd down. Okay, good to know. We still have our wisdom potion. All right, managed departing survivors apply arrival bonuses. So let's just have a look here at what we want to try and achieve. So we need to get into Kingdom Death. Perfect, there's a reflex first strike, you're sucked into Kingdom Death. So who do we want sucked into Kingdom Death? So she doesn't have a sword beetle, that's just the outside member from future. Let me just make sure I've done everything right. So Lucius Osteophage, he has no armor. So he gains, what does it say? It says if you are not, when you depart with no armor and no shield in your gear grid, very good. Stone Skin, serial code, phobophobia, he does not have 0 insanity, and he's fine. Lauren, so Lauren has 2 reroll tokens, so at the start of her act, she'll gain those 2. I think she's going to be the one that's going to take the first swing and go into the thing. Deno, so let's just review that. He's got 2 death tokens. No, he's got 1 death token. He's got High Roller. Yes, everyone has a strength token, thanks to Red Fist. And I can spend them as survival. Seems fine. Do we have anyone else who's quixotic? You are not quixotic, so you should only have that. Lauren, not. Yeah. Dano, what else you got? Peerless, when you gain insanity, you gain he's at max survival. Venus, so she is a death collector with mirror eyes and hissing. So she's got one. Nope, she doesn't have any death tokens. She does have a strength token though from Quixotic. Guitar Master, very nice. And Derek is not that armor, but Derek's going straight in. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, what does he have? Yeah, Derek's just going to jump straight into Kingdom Death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you can only go 3. 1, 2, 3. So he's going to go to there. So he's into the thing. Beautiful. Derek done with the dash. So we'll now go with our survivor with Kingdom Death, and that is Lauren. So she lost her Gambler's Lantern. She moves 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll attempt to wound. So attempt to hit. We do hit. We hit on a 6 down to a 3. And that is the Realm Keeper's face. There is a reflex. We definitely wound, he says confidently. Yep, sedition is 24. So that is a wound. It's not a super dense. So we just do a single wound. You are sucked into its gaping mouth. Kingdom Death. So we flip this page over here, and this is very exciting. There is nothing in here yet that we can explore, but we can get there. Okay, so what we want to see is the fingernail castle. Yeah. So she has 2 reroll tokens, so we're going to be able to have a crack at rerolling that, which is cool. And she is here at the start. So where is the fingernail castle? Beginning of your act, move up to 3 spaces. If you enter an exit space, you may exit. Cool. So we've got 4 turns at least. And we're going to not draw the trap. Fortunately, she does not have the Crest Crown. So there is 1 hit location left that is not a trap. The Usurper is speed 2, so that's no good. We could swing with 1 Assassinator, I suppose. Griswoldo is not a go. So we will do, that's Lauren's turn. We will actually do Lucius. So he's just going to use the Crest Crown for his action. He is insane. So we're just going to shuffle the hit location deck. 1, 2. Oh, I need to do this actually. This is amazing. All right, that's good information about that trap. The Hollow Crown. Lucius will stay where he is. So let's do our Verminist. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, Lucius will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wants to be hushed. And she'll go, she's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. She high speed. Lauren's 4. Dano's 5. Venus is 5. No, so she'll go to there. So we'll swing with the 2 Assassinated Guitars. So we roll a 1 and a 6. We will use our additional hit location roll, and we roll a 7. So we hit twice. So she does have mirror eyes. Actually, she's going to spend a survival to surge, and she's going to put up the flex 3. Cool, and then we get the Stone Infants and the Hollow Crown. So we didn't roll a perfect hit, so we don't gain barbed. She doesn't have a death token. So her strength is 18. She's not sharp, so she's just rolling 1. And she is luck 4, so she is critting on a 6. That's a 6. Perfect, we're throwing the head away. We'll throw it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the head. And that's it. Bong. And then to crit this one, that's not a crit. Now, do we use a re-roll here? It's not, because it's not a wound either. Assassinator is 21. So we need a 6. There is no reaction, so that's enough. But we did do our venomous envenomed attack, so next turn we'll trigger an automatic wound because she does have... No, she doesn't have mirror eyes, so she's done. Derek gained prepared and explore. Okay, so what's on top? It's a majestic collar. We'll do Deno. Oh, yeah, there. Charging to there with the Griswoldo. 259, 3 hits. Oof, I'm nervous. 1. Inflorescence and 2. Alrighty. So we get to do sword. So we'll discard this inflorescence and we'll load up. Big roll. What do we want to see? We want to see the Fingernail Castle. Haha! Fire Palace. There's a critical wound. Is anyone in range of the Fire Palace? No. So there's attempt to wound here with the Griswoldo. That's a 3 and a 4. It is a wound. We get to choose which one we will do. Deno's a bad choice for this fight. We'll do this one and perform the basic action, targeting the attacker. However, both of our friends are going to use their dashes at this point. So this guy's dash is going to go to here, and her dash is going to go to there. So there's no way he can ghost geometry. That wound does 1, 2, 3 wounds, and we've also got 2 block up. So the king, 4 speed plus an additional 2 speed. Hitting on 2+, Deno is evasion 3, so 2+. Boom. 2+ goes to 5+. So these 2 miss. We're going to use the green helm. When a monster attacks, you may elect to take a hit on the head and roll 1d6. On a 6+, ignore the hit. So it's a 7, so we ignore the hit. The monster suffers 1 wound if adjacent. So there is a wound. So that was 1 hit. 2 are blocked. We can't dodge, so this one is to the head. And he is damage 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus an additional 2. Okay, so that is the first one. We are still alive. We'll do this one, I think. That is a wound, but it's not a crit. 1, 2, 3. Perform ghost geometry, targeting the attacker. They are dominated. So he'll stay right where he is. Deno is dominated, so he falls down. This card is discarded. The Fire Palace is placed out into the world of Kingdom Death. And what can we get from the Fire Palace? Oh, Master Key. Cool. Very nice. Cool. So Deno can't be fist bumped because he's dominated or encouraged. So that's his turn. And it's the monster's go. So all survivors are hushed. So we will get no cards at this juncture. Yeah, if all survivors are hushed, do not perform the effects. And Ellie's hushed because she has Death King armor. So if it's the start of the monster's turn, yeah, ignore the effect if all survivors are hushed. So we do not draw a card, so we just draw him one card. Does Deno want to stand up thanks to Fist and Tooth? He does. Metabolic Abaddon, the survivor with flammable gear. Does anyone have flammable gear? Monster Grease is flammable. Yes, Monster Grease is flammable. So that will be the target. Oh, the combustion zone. Yes, I don't like this at all. So Deno's going to surge, I think. What is on top of this hit location? It's an arm rib cage. Oh, I want to use my Death King gauntlets to sit him down. Just straight up, you're knocked down. King's Coin Bedazzlement. We are in his field of view. All right, I think at this point we definitely do that because that's going to give us all catalyze, and I hate catalyze. 4 damage to a hit location. Your body burns. Any way to get out of it? Perform ghost geometry. I mean, we can get, the only person we'll actually get here is Ellie, not Ellie, Venus. She'll get knocked backwards though, so it'll just be the 3 catalyze on Lucius. I am actually okay with this, I think. So yeah, I'm not going to do anything. So let's go and have a look over here. So the survivor with flammable gear, there's only one person with flammable, which is our Monster Grease, and that is our evasion tank. All right. So he's going to ghost geometry, and we'll do it like that. So there, she gets knocked back 1, 2, 3. So she goes all the way out of the combustion zone. She can't be knocked down because she is the Slayer of Kings, and she cannot be knocked down whilst insane. And then all survivors in the combustion zone gain +3 strength tokens. 1, 2, 3. And the catalyze survivor card. Oh, if any survivor in the combustion zone is wearing flammable gear, they spontaneously combust dead. I didn't read that part. Lucius has got serial code. He can inexplicably survive. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's use serial code. You inexplicably survive. -1 permanent luck. He's not attacking. Metabolic Abaddon. It didn't say archive combustible gear. All survivors in the combustion zone in the catalyzed survivor status card. Okay. I think that's it. So, we now go to the next turn. I'm glad to keep that little knockdown in the bank. That's handy. So, our scout is done. We will do our Kingdom Death chick. 1, 2, 3. She's done. She's got a deflect up, I guess. So she's done. Can't dash. Place your survivor. When a survivor is in Kingdom Death, Labyrinth token comes into play. If the monsters, when the trap is drawn, this page is turned for any reason, survivors are lost in the labyrinth forever. Monster level will be 2 severe injuries for her. We're okay with that happening, but we do want the thing first. Usurper. Oh. Got to remember Usurper can knock down. We're going to do our Venus. So she's going to move in. And she'll swing with her Assassinator. She rolls a 9, which would be a perfect hit on our other chicken, a 2. She will not draw any additional hit locations. An Inflorescence. The Inflorescence turns into the Dark Forest. We're better off going here, actually, so that we can potentially move to one of those ones. The Dark Forest. Oh, I forgot he's supposed to do basic action. He's not supposed to do that Metabolic Abaddon card at all, because he's got to go pick up his helmet. All right, well, in that case, I'll just move everything back to how it was. We'll give him back his serial code. Haha, suck shit, you idiot. Yeah, good one. And yeah, he doesn't have -1 permanent luck anymore. Still got serial code. Cool. All right, so she can get there by dashing. 1. I think our best play now is for Deno. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's an extra swing. So does he hit on 2s actually? You hit on 2s, Deno, with Griswoldo? You are in the rear. Griswoldo, what a weapon. So it's one more, and it is the Osseous Labyrinth. So we've got sword specialists, so we get to roll our wound roll and then decide where we want to look. That's a critical. Good on you, Griswoldo. So savage. 1, 2, 3, 4. A -1 evasion token or a -1 toughness token. So we're going to do this one. Kind of random monster resource. Where is his monster resources? Over there. King's coin. And gain 1 pallium. No? Yep. So now we do our next swing. So that's a 2 and a 2. It's not a wound, it is a reflex. So we still do 1, 2, 3, and then full move the monster forward. So we have got our 2 block up from Fetosaurus. Boom, boom. So he is speed, I don't know, speed 9. So that reflex is now cancelled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes to there. The dark forest is in play. So the question is, do we want to actually go to the dark forest? Gain any amount of hunt XP. The unclean end route. Nice. We do not want to go there. What's on top? Majestic Right Pauldron, super dense location. This guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into the hush zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll swing with the Assassinators. 1 and a 6, so she'll roll an extra 1. Another 1. Do we use a reroll? Who's got Guardian? Oh, Dano's got High Roller. Maybe you got High Roller, idiot. Didn't bring any Guardians. Alright, she does nothing. She doesn't get her extra wound, but she doesn't trigger the trap, so we just flip this. We cancel the reaction, but we crit on a 6. That's a 9. Gain a death medal and it gains a +1 damage token. She will not surge. She will keep her surge in the bank. Dano, however, will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would have used his additional act. Got a free move from his Antelope Mask. Move to there, swing with Griswoldo. 2 hits. 2 is good. 13th arm and inflorescence. Alright. Lightning Forest, come on, man. Alright, so it says all non-death survivors. Yep. Alright, roll the wound. 4 and 5, it is a wound, so the reflex triggers, but it says turn to face the attacker. Oh. Do we do this one first? We get to choose because of Sword Specialist. So if the head explosion, if the result is greater than their understanding, what's your understanding, Dano? Oh, your understanding 9. Okay, so you need a 9 and 10. Yeah, we'll do this one. So once it turns the face, it's not a 3 wound swing. It's just the 1 wound. Actually, no, we'll do this one. It's just the 1 wound. We'll do this one because we can still critical that one. Place Gable's Tree in play underneath the king. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. This attack gains after damage current 6. So it is speed 6. Dano has 2 block up on Fetosaurus, and I'm going to remember that he also has High Roller. So we'll take that 10. Thank you. And the 2 is a miss. Thank you. And evasion 3. The 5 is a hit, unfortunately. So 4 hits, 2 are blocked from Fetosaurus. We can't dodge. Oh no, we can use the green armour to attack the head. On a 6+, we cancel it. We do. The monster suffers a wound. And that is it. Okay. So we are suffering 1 damage, which unfortunately means current's going to trigger to the body. And the body, it's 7 damage. Basic action 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is all. So we're not knocked down, we get to continue our approach. So we will now use our critical to automatically critical that. We gain a majestic arm, and that is a savage wound. 1, 2. Majestic. The majestic arm. Good work, Dano. What is on top of the deck? It is another inflorescence. I think that's the end of our turn. So Deno has surged, and that does mean that he's got his block 2 up back on Fetosaurus. What a great combination. Still got deflect 2 up on the Royal Shield. We have our surge in the bank to knock him down. So all survivors are hushed. So he's not drawing a free AI card. He's just drawing this one, which is the Crow Labyrinth Vortex. Whoa! Cool. It's just a cheeky speed 8 attack, eh? That's going to hit everyone. I say no to you, my friend. I say no. We will spend our surge on Venus to knock him down at that point. It's next turn. Okay, both of those legendaries are cruel, punishing. Who do we go first with? Let's go Venus. She rolls a 9. Oh, no, I do have to do catalyze on that guy. He suffers 4 damage to the body. Archive a token from this card and suffer 4 damage to a random hit location. If there are no tokens on this card. Yep, cool. Yep, so she hits twice, no perfect hits. We do not want to roll another one. So it does an automatic wound from the venomous attack and the majestic chest. And come on. Lux Miseriolia. Come on. So we've just got... How many inflorescences have we done? 4. So what's the other one I'm missing? Dark Forest. Lightning Forest. There it is. I assume that's the Lightning Forest. All right, so we'll cancel the reaction on that. thanks to Qatar. And 6 is a critical, but there is no critical. Is 6 a wound, actually? Wrong person, Deno. 6 is a wound because we have a -1 toughness token. Cheers. This one, that's a 1. We do not have a reroll in play. The big bang is on top. Deno has made another wonderful decision. Lucius will go. So he will use the Crest Crown after suffering 4 damage to his body. Oh, it's going to be hard to get this Inflorescence and Fingernail Castle. Majestic Right Pauldron. It's a super dense. Who do we do here? He'll stay where he is because he's hushed. Do we swing with Usurper in him? He's got a decent amount of strength tokens. Yeah, we'll wound on like a 2+. No, we'll keep the Crest Crown in play. Deno will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 using the Antelope Mask. Charge in. 3 speed. 3 hits, including a perfect hit. Don't trap me or I'm going to be very unhappy. Give me an Inflorescence. So we'll see if we can do some criticals using Sword Spec. It's not a critical, so we'll do the Majestic Gut first. So that we do 1, 2, 3 wounds. Oh shit, we're going to kill him. I didn't want to kill him. Or maybe we do this one. Ghost Geometry, they are dominated. Yep. So we will do that, Ghost Geometry. Now, what will trigger now is the monster will be knocked down, but Deno will also be knocked down because I'm going to use the Usurper. The monster suffers a wound. Because if you would be knocked down by an adjacent monster. What is on top? The Fire Palace. All right. So do we walk into the Lightning Forest? Gain the Child of Lightning rare gear. We've got to try for that, haven't we? We're going to try for the Child of Lightning. Yep. Lauren goes to there. So Child of Lightning, we're not going to get the Armory. That's so disappointing. I was hoping to get it. All right, suffer. One d10 hits for 1d10 damage each. All right, so this is how many hits we're suffering. An 8. I do also dislike being me sometimes. And this is how much damage they are each. 4. Manageable. 8 hits. So we've got Deflect. Takes that down to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's a good spread. Body, body. Does it say we can dodge them? Yep, we can dodge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll dodge one of the heads. 6, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's only 4 damage each, isn't it? I don't know what I'm doing. Boots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waist. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think the body should be there. We survive. So we gain the Child of Lightning rare gear, which we're going to chuck the Phoenix Mask out. I have never looked at this card. I love this shit. What do we got? What do you got for us, Child of Lightning? Here you are. archive this to gain 1 population with the Levin blood ability. Well, that sounds interesting indeed. We will swing. What happens if we die? Yep. Death King Gauntlets. 2 hits, no perfect hit. We will not take it. As long as we don't flip the trap on one of these 2, we're fine. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, well, there's some good news. So, first of all, the monster struggles against its binding. Search the hit location deck and discard for all persistent injury ruin cards. There is an explosion of life and death. The attacker and all survivors that are not hushed suffer damage equal to the number of energy cards in play. Everyone is hushed, so we do not suffer any damage because there is none of those cards in play. So something I've been misplaying quite a bit, that trap. So it's just made my experience with this guy a little bit better. We didn't do an automatic wound from that. We're going to have to do the usurper. Yep. th arm is on top. So we've still got a surge. Venus's surge. We've still got a surge with Lucius. So I think at this point Lucius has a swing. He's using the usurper. You got any speed, Lucius? No. 5 and a 3 is just 1 hit. That's alright, we'll do some basic actions. 6. Did the trap also say basic action before taking the attacker? 6 is a wound on the usurper. You might be about to suffer a severe head injury though. Before that triggers, we will dash with Venus. She gets out of his facing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs to roll 1 to 6 to survive. There is a 1. Cheers. That is not a critical. That is the end of our turn. The monster, everyone is hushed. Then I'll stand up. The hit location is the Majestic Collar. Yeah, basic action, targets the closest threat in range, could be anyone. We will actually target Deno because he's got Fetosaurus up. 6 speed, performs Ghost Geometry. Could have done Ellie there, but she's not knocked down, but that's okay. So rolling to hit Deno. We'll take one of these Lantern 10s from High Roller. 2 of these get dodged, or blocked rather. We'll take one of these on the head and roll 6+. So that does a wound from the head. Doink. Green Armour. Done. Complete showdown. 2 Hunt XP. Return and advance the year. Venus. Hey, that was good. That was good fun. It was cool to be able to go to one of those locations. I wanted to get to the fucking fingernail parcel, but I did not. And that's okay. Because it was fun anyway. Showdown, the king. Okay, so we gain the following resources. So we're going to gain one of these 2 indomitable resources. The huge death metal ingot. And we're also going to gain 10 king resources, another black lichen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. There's a bangle, which is good because I wanted the bangle. We're going to gain 4 basic resources, but we're going to gain 4 more because of our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is all she wrote. So we have a showdown against Atlas. We gain a black lichen, so we're going to be able to do our little hunt thing. Let's do these bad boys. So which stack? 1 to 5 is the left stack. It is the left stack. Which stack? It is the left stack. And 2 dice, with yellow being the first one. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get Gorm Climate is not happening. Stranger in the Dark is happening. We'll roll on Stranger in the Dark. We roll a 1. He's the Horizon Man. 1 skull, 1 bone, and 1 broken lantern. The Horizon Man. I thank you, my good man. 1 skull, 1 bone, 1 broken lantern. That was a fun fight. Deno bringing the catalyzed tokens in wasn't my best play, was it? All right. So we got 1, 2, 3 hide, 1 organ, 1 bone, perfect organ, a perfect hide, perfect organ, 1, 2, 3 hide, 1 organ, 1 bone, and a love juice. Very nice. I was having a very good conversation today with one of the people in the Discord about Cannibalize. I'm of the opinion that there is a real and genuine conversation to be had now about Cannibalize versus Graves. Graves is still a superior choice, with a caveat that you have multiple resources that you can leverage in the game, right? Antique Bangle. The most obvious resource are resources. But then you also have endeavours, they're a resource. Your population, they're a resource. And so the previous issue with Graves is you were sacrificing too many endeavours. Sorry, for Cannibalize, you're sacrificing too many endeavours. Let me do this real quick. Polar X, King's Coin, Heavy Chain, Spiral Pauldron, Heavy Chain, Spiral Pauldron, and a huge Death Metal Ingot. Great. But my argument now is that with the value that you have in some of the knowledges that you're trying to level up, there is value in having people die, gaining severe injuries. There's a lot of in fascism, in permanism, there's ones that are all about gaining severe injuries. And so I think depending on which philosophies you have available, there is a real argument to be made that you can leverage the lack of endeavours by strengthening the survivors that you have with better gear, because you're getting more resources. And it's really a skill-based decision. If you're not good at the placement and the skill part of the game, then I would never suggest Cannibalize. But I think if you can follow through with how you strategize and make sure you're making the right steps, and obviously dice are dice, and sometimes they'll roll shit house, but decision making is what determines success at this game. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm not convinced that there is as big a gap as there used to be. So, which is exciting and it's great. I'm possibly skewed by the fact that lanternism also allows you to gain access to graves at some point down the track. So knowing that I'm going to get graves in addition to cannibalise feels real good. We definitely don't have 17 endeavours. I feel like we've got 12. Let's go have a look. So our returning survivors. Lucius, you gain 2 Lumi. Our next returning survivor is Lauren. You gain 2 Lumi. Our next returning survivor is Conrad. You gain 2 Lumi. Tamika, no. Chia, no. Top, no. Layla. It's not Layla. Who is our other returning one? Deno, Venus, and Derek. Great. Deno, 2 Lumi, buddy. Venus, 2 Lumi. Venus gets to level up Lanternism to a level 3. So we'll see what she rolls on. Lanternism level 3. She rolls a 4. She gains Light Stealer. And we did not update the death part, gain a Lumi. The tier 1 philosophies become less impactful at later levels. We're not going to take Light Stealer, or are we going to take Light Stealer? No, she's fine. Atlas. Sure wish I had a Pippa right now. Let's look at this Child of Lightning. When you return to the settlement, archive this and gain +1 population with the Levin Blood ability. So let's gain a population. I dislike it when you can't it can be a female. Portia. Portia, gain yourself 11 blood. Here is a character card for you. No. Here's a character card for you. Disorderly. Oh dear. Let's find out what Evan blood does. Levin blood. Levin blood. At the end of your attack, with the weapon with the metal keyword, if you hit the monster, it is shocked and suffers an automatic wound. Griswoldo is metal. I can do 5 words of swinging. Savage, devastating, Levin blood. Outstanding. I love it. I'm going to mull over what we do with our endeavours, friends. I think we'll probably find ourselves in a pretty similar position. We've maybe got a couple of disorders to clear. So disorder, innovate's of no value to us at this point. Got everything I want. So we'll probably do some more storytelling. We did just get a black lichen, so let's do a game session and see if we can roll. Then what do we need for the rage pawn? I don't remember. I rolled a lantern 10, so I'm going to give you the hot tip. It's not that. Let's gain high roller. It's a 4. Did I just get it? 2 to 4. Rage pawn. Yes. Rage pawn. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. So, what I would like to craft now is a replacement lantern, which we discarded foolishly. Do we? Man, that is a crazy ability. Only with metal keywords though. That's right. So let's go to the gaming gazebo. We want to craft a fortune lantern sword. We got any? Yeah, we use a black skull. Yeah, craft. I don't know if this is any good, but deflect is equal to the number of reroll tokens you have. Yep, that's good. So surely, if you attack with that, deflect on a sword, I've got to understand that a little bit better. That's outrageous. I feel really good about this. We're going to have someone with like a million reroll tokens, so it's going to be deflect like 20. Alrighty, I love deflect 20. Friends, it is the end of this episode. It is very close to the end of this campaign. It has once again been a veritable cornucopia of wondrous treats. I have loved every second. I'm already planning for another campaign of People of the Sun. I said last time I wasn't going to do it straight away. I said I was just going to take my time and then I'd dive straight into it. But I may take a little bit of time off and just try to absorb a few more of the rules. Maybe read through the philosophy booklets now that I've played them and had that discovery period. I have never played People of the Sun campaign. What might be cool is if we incorporate some of the... it could be really cool to incorporate... There's like a section here which is on variants. And here's People of the Sun. So these variants are cool. But yeah, we can get a white speaker. Just have a white speaker come and kick around with us. So that could be fun. Kingsmith. I'm probably going to make another set of greaves so that I can knock someone down when I want. Put that on the scout maybe. But we do need to focus on weapons here. So we definitely need to add some more patterns. I'm just going to... I think we tapped out on all patterns by now. But there's also the regicider, which I haven't added. A regicider from the king. Smoke Singers. Bone Shabook, I missed out on that. Regalism, the Regal Plume. I do have the Violet Phoenix Guards and other stuff, but no, I don't need any of that. So let's add these three last seed patterns: Yarn Grippier, the Dreamkeeper Cowl, and the Ornate Rapier. And this Regicider, which I already have, very good. Leather to Pallium. I think we got leather. We're going to spend one of our endeavours to turn everything into leather. I've got so much leather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, have 5 leather. King. Strange, don't know, strange. Leather, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go see if we can craft the Regicider. What do you need? We don't have a Pallium. Of all of the things, I had a chance to critical that. Fine, no Regicider for us. So we'll turn that death metal ingot into 3 death metal then. Might look at some of the other stuff I can craft champions and see if it's worth us putting together another set of king armor. Maybe. We're facing Atlas, so what I might do is I might use my things to do some Omega 3 +1 strength and +1 accuracy on some people something. Anyway, I'll decide. It's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed the king. That's the last time we'll face the king in this campaign. That was my favourite fight against him so far, even with the trivialisation of his stuff, knowing how his trap's actually supposed to work makes for a lot more counterplay. I was just getting blown away at how much damage he was doing on the trap, and I was like, I'm going to finish that guy real quick. So it's Big Deno out. Catch you in the next Lantern year. We'll face Santa Claus